Okay, so we don't know the radius of a cycle. So since you don't know the radius of a cycle, so I hope everybody know the equation of a cycle. But if you don't know the equation of a cycle, this is how you write the equation of a cycle, right? The equation of a cycle is written as x minus center of a cycle. Center of a cycle. Okay, for example, guys, right? I'm gonna take a small piece of paper and try to show you how we solve the equation of a cycle quickly. Sometimes I'll take another paper so that I'm not gonna distract this stuff, right? So I'll take that page aside and that's explain to you about the equation of a cycle. Okay, for example, let's say you have a Cartesian plane. This is a Cartesian plane, and they have a cycle. And this cycle, every cycle has a center, so this is the center of a cycle. And the center of a cycle lies at the origin of a cycle, means 0, 0, right? And the distance, so we want to get the equation of a cycle. The equation of a cycle, you always say x minus center of a cycle. Let's assume it's A. Let's say that our center is A and B. But some books, they write H and K, is the same thing. So x minus center of a cycle, you square, y minus another center of a cycle, means in the center of a cycle you have x and y. Is A and B, like A and B. The first one is x, the second one is y, but this is the center of a cycle. For this case, if the cycle lies at the origin of a cycle, so you say x minus a square plus y minus b square equal to radius square. So now we go. So what we're going to do then is, okay, so x, what is our center? Our center is 0 for this case because we assume the cycle lies at the origin. So center minus 0 plus y minus also 0, and the square equal to radius. Let's assume distance from here, because whenever you have a radius like this, from the center to any point, that's a radius. You know what I'm saying? From the center to any point, it has the same distance. So I'm saying it means from here to there, from here to there, from here to there, anyway, have the same distance. Look. So this we call radius. So now we're going to say, let's assume the radius from here to here, everywhere the same. Let's say 3. I mean, this is 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So we're going to say radius 3, but we say square. So x minus 0 is x. We have a square plus y minus 0 is y square equal to 9. So this is equation of a cycle. For this case, if the radius is 3 and the cycle lies at the origin. So let's assume the cycle now is not lying there at the origin. Let's say it lies here. Excuse me, sorry. It's very cold today, my apologies. Okay. So let's say the cycle lies at this point. Let's say x equal to -3 and y equal to -4. This is the center of a cycle. So how are we going to say? Let's write the equation of a cycle now. In the radius, excuse my apologies. Oh, it's very cold, man. So now we say the radius of a cycle from this point. Let's say the cycle touch these coordinates here. Attach the x-axis. So of course the distance from here to there is going to be the radius of a cycle. So we have made assumption like this cycle come and attach here, right? So if this cycle come and attach here, right, mean the distance from the radius, meaning this is not going to be, the radius has to be from here to, from the center to the circumference, center to circumference, anywhere to the circumference, means the distance from the center to circumference or center to circumference. But if this is -3 and 4, mean the radius here, look, what the value of y here? What the value of x? What the value of y? What the value of x? We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But the radius, you can get it. I mean, the distance from here to there is -4. Look, this is the value of y, -4. All the way is -4. It's -4. And this y is -4. Means radius here has to be -4. From the circumference of a cycle to the center. You know what I'm saying? We can't say -3 because -3, it does not go to the, you know what I'm saying? Means -4 value of y here, which is the same in this one. Because this cycle is attaching to the x-axis. So that's going to be our radius for this case. So we're going to say, okay, so we have all the data now. We're going to say, okay, equation of a cycle, how we always say x minus center. You can put any value for center. Let's say h. Some book they use h. Square plus y minus k square equal to radius square. So now we say x, and then minus. What is our h? Our h equal to -3. Bracket and the plus y minus -4 square. What is the radius? Look, from the center to the circumference of a cycle equal to -4. You know what I'm saying? negative 4 distance, because this is value of y. Value of y is vertical. This is value of y negative 4. So we're going to say, okay, so this has to be negative 4. Why you don't take negative 3? Because negative 3, the value of x, does not touch it to the cycle. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not quite sure what the distance from here to there. But you get what I'm saying? It means if this attached to the cycle, means the distance from here to here is the same as value of y. That means every ways 4 radius. So the radius of a cycle, I should even say negative 4 because radius has to be positive. So just positive 4. So what we do now is, okay, so equation of a cycle to x negative plus 3 square plus y plus 4 square equal to 16. So this is a equation of a cycle. So I hope everybody know how to get a equation of a cycle. So let's go back to the equation, right? Let's go back to the equation, So this is a equation right here. So let's solve this question. It's easy. So this question now, look, you're gonna have to complete this equation to get the equation of a cycle in this format: x minus h or a. Some book they use h, some book they use centers A and B. Some book they use H and K, so don't get confused. Man, in my book they say H and K, you say A and B, you lie to me. Oh, I'm confused. Nah, you can use any letter. You can use any variable, so don't get confused. So it's okay. So x minus h and y, x minus a and y minus b is a center. You have a square equal to r square. So we're gonna have to take the given equation and complete the square. If you don't know how to complete the square, I got the video for how to complete the square. Or just write down, leave the comments like, man, I don't know how to complete the square, and then I'll make a special video and show you how to complete the square. So let's take a question right there. So we say x squared minus 4x, and then have a plus, I'll leave a little space in between, y squared plus 6y equal to 12. Alright, so I'm gonna have something basic, very basic here, which is very important, right? So I'll take another page, I'll hide a little bit, right? Okay, so look, man, excuse me, if somebody give you x equal to 5, x equal to 5, right? Okay, and then let's say minus 1 here, it's not gonna be equal to 5 anymore. Is not equal to 5 because a minus 1 on the left means I have to minus 1 at the right as well. So they're going to be equal. So I'm saying when you minus to the left, you must minus to the right. What you mean? I'm getting confused a little bit. Look, somebody give, let's say 4 equal to 4. I mean these are equal. So now I'm going to add 3 here. Is it equal? No, it's not equal anymore. So we're gonna, if I add to the left, I have to add to the right. So it should be equal. If I have a y, whatever I'm going to do on the left, I have to do if there's an equal sign. Otherwise, it's not going to be equal anymore. Y equal to 9. Okay. So minus 2 is not going to be equal anymore. Means I have to minus 2 on the right as well. Then yes, they're going to be equal. So I'm saying, so whatever you do on the left, you must do on the right. Or if you don't want to do that, if somebody give you, excuse me, let's say 18 equal to 8. If a minus 1, if I don't want a minus 1 on the right hand side, I have to plus 1 at the same side. What did that mean? Means 1 plus 1, 0. So there was no change was made. No change was made. It's like the same thing. So I'm saying, so if I don't want to add or if I don't want to do the same thing to the other side, whatever you're going to do on the left or right, you have to do an opposite side. For example, somebody say you got 7 and then plus 11. No, we got 7 equal to 7. Oh, that's not a good example right here. The space is finished there. We got 7 equal to 7. If I'm minus 6 here, for it to be equal, I have to add 6. If I want to do one side, means it's equal to 0. So there was no change was made. So it's like 7 equals 7. Or if I don't want to do that, I will say, okay, they give me 7 equal to 7. So means if I minus 6 here, I have to minus 6 on the other side. So that can be equal. So it's going to be 1 equal to 1. So what you have to know for now, right? Whatever you're going to do on the left, you have to do on the right. Or you do one side, but with the opposite sign. If you don't understand that one, please let me know. So we're going to do the same thing here, right? So you see this question, this is how we complete the square. But if you have a problem to complete the square, please let me know. I have a lot of videos. I can put it out for you. So now look, in the completing the square, excuse me, take this value here. See this value here? The one with x. These values. And y. Take those value, divide by 2, and then square. So we're going to say, that's why I left the space here. So I'm going to say x squared 4x. Exactly, you write the way how it is, exactly. And then I'll take this value here, the one I'm just saying now, divide by 2 and then square. So we're going to add here. And then if I add on the left, what we're going to add? I'm going to take this number in the cycle divided by 2 and then square. That's how you complete the square. So I'm going to say, okay, so negative 4 divided by 2 and then square. But I have to do the same thing on the y also. So I'm going to say, I have a plus here, just like how we see plus is there. Given the equation of y squared plus 6y. It's just given the equation. Is a given there. She is a given as you have there. I'll do the same thing. I'm going to take this value here, divide by 2 and then square. That's how you complete the square, right? So you take that value, which is positive 6, divided by 2 and then you square. And then look now. So if you look at this equation careful, there's some few stuff which came in the equation now. What are the new things came? Look. This is the same thing. And this is the same thing. Which is this and this. So this something new came on the left and something new came on the left. That means we have added them on the left of equal sign. So if we did it on the left of equal sign, we have to do the same thing on the right of equal sign. Just like how I explained in the previous line. Means, see, this part here and this was in the equation. But now I have introduced something, so I wrote the same thing, I wrote the same thing. But according to, if you want to complete the square, it means you take this number here, divide by 2 and then square. You do the same thing here, divide by 2 and then square. But we have to look at the equal sign. There's something new came here. What did I have introduced? Like something new came, this and that one. So since we did on the left of equal sign, we have to do the same thing on the right hand side of equal sign. So we have a 12 on the right side of equal sign. So since I added here, I have to do the same thing here on the left. So say plus negative 4 over 2, and then what we do, you square, and then also you plus, excuse me, 6, excuse me, this is plus over 2, and then you square. It's plus here, man, excuse me. Okay, 6 over 2, and then what you do, you square. So now we simplify. It's a matter of simplification, man. So this is going to be x squared. So the equation, we didn't change anything. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever we did on the left, we did the same thing on the right. So we're going to simplify, because we know the value of this, we can simplify. X squared minus 4x plus negative 4 over 2, 2. Negative 2. Square positive 4. Plus y squared plus 6y plus 6 over 2, 3. 3 square equal to 9. Equal. Now this is going to be 12. It's going to be 4 also. Same thing, just like that one. 4. Because negative 4 over 2, 2 square 4. Plus 6 over 2, 3 equal to 9. So now we're going to have, we're going to have, look, this, if you factorize, like having x, and then you have another x. Same here. For this group, you have a y and y. I hope everybody know how to factorize. If you have a problem, please let me know. On the right hand side, we're going to have 12 plus 4, 16. 16 plus 9 equals 25. Okay, so now we go. We have x squared, means to get x squared have to be x and x. And how are we going to get 4? To get 4 means it has to be 2 and 2. That's how we get 4. But how are we going to get negative? To get negative 4 means this must be negative and this must be negative. Now we come here, right? How are we going to get y squared? Y squared, that's right, y and y. And how are we going to get 9? Means this must be 3 and this must be 3. And it's positive 6 means this and this must be positive. Means when you add these two, it's going to give you 6. But what that mean now mathematical? So this mathematical meaning x squared minus x squared, x squared minus 2 minus x squared minus 2 means x minus 2 squared plus, shows me, y plus 3 squared equal to 25. So you see now, it get closer because the one that equation has to be in this format here, in this format. Has to be in that format right there. So okay, so you can see now it's coming the same format. except this 25. What is 25? So we can write down here, say, okay, 25 means 5 squared. So say 5 squared equal to y plus 3 squared plus x minus 2 squared. So down already. So for that case now it's okay. So we can compare with the equation of a cycle. We say x minus a squared plus y minus b squared equal to radius squared. Alright, so the value of a equal to positive 2 and the value of b equal to negative 3. Man, how would you know that? Easy. So let me just finish here so I don't have to go to the whole new page. Okay, so now we say, excuse me, let's find line. When these signs are the same, then the value of a equals to 2. But when these signs are different, what you do, you change the value of b. Okay, you see, negative, negative, so say a equal to 2. But you see this one, b, negative, positive, so say b equal to negative 3. So if it's like when the sign is different, and then make sure you change the sign. But if the sign is the same, then it's okay. So it's okay. What the value of a equal to, because sign are the same, a equal to positive 2. If it's the same, positive 2. If it's different, say negative 3. So it's okay. So a, let me take another page here and finish this question quick. Excuse me. So we got a question of a cycle. So I'm going to rewrite the question of cycle. See, that's a question of cycle right there. Excuse me. Okay, so our a equal to 2 positive, because say if it's negative and negative positive, if it's negative and positive, say negative. So b equal to negative 3, and our radius equal to 5, because the radius square equal to 5 square. You can say radius square equal to 5 square, just like radius square equal to 5 square. So if you square it and square root, our radius equal to 5. Our radius equal to 5. So center of a cycle, our center of a cycle which is a and b. Like I said, other book they use h and k, so don't get confused. 2 and negative 3, and our radius equal to 5 unit. Okay, so we got the radius and we got equation of a cycle. Our equation of a cycle is this one right here. Right here, this equation of a cycle. But I can rewrite down, no problem. So we got equation of a cycle in a standard form of equation of a cycle. So what is the equation of a cycle? X minus 2 again plus y plus 3 equal to 5 squared, or 25. Alright, so according to the question, so now we got the center, right? And how the question asks is, so the question asks is say question, go back to the question. Okay, how the question 1. The question they ask for, let's go to the question, say radius. So the possible question first for radius is 5, 5, 5, which is option 1, 3, and 4. But now they want D. See what I'm saying? So that's they don't want center of a cycle. The center we know is C, which we had there. But they want D. Okay, so what that mean? Meaning, they say this cycle is going to pass through D. Excuse me. The cycle is going to pass through D. This is a cycle right here. Show you again. This is cycle. So this cycle, this is center of a cycle. So possibly this cycle can be like this. But for now, we don't know. We don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? But they said radius is 5. So if radius is 5, meaning, let's see here, what the distance? Negative 3, negative 2, negative 1. So, of course, it's not going to pass. You have to pass farther. This has to be, distance is 5 radius, means if this center is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and dig a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So, it's not going to pass here by any means. It has to pass more than that, because the radius is more than 5. And if you count it's like 1, 2, 3, because value of y is like negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, means it's going to be bigger than that. Okay, so possibly, but we're not sure for now, it might pass through A, but okay, we can't guarantee first, you have to work it out. So what do they want? They want what value of D. So at D, look, man. At D, we know we have a one coordinate. Look, we say whenever you have a vertical line, they always share the same value of x. Look, x2, x2. Even D also is going to share x equal to 2. Means you know the x equal to 2, but we don't know y at D. So at D, x equal to 2. Okay, at D, x equal to 2. So we're going to take equation of cycle. And remember, equation of cycle, they say it's going to pass through D. Means it's going to pass via through D. Like shh. And whenever the coordinate pass through a point, you could take that point and put it in an equation. Is acceptable. Okay, so we're going to say D. So at D, x equal to 2. But we don't know y at D. No. We don't know y at D. So we can take this value of x at D and put it in the equation. Is acceptable. And this is going to help us to get the y at D. Why we put it in this coordinate of D? Because D lies on the cycle. Look, they say this equation of cycle is going to pass through D. Mean this coordinate, look. Whenever you have a vertical line, means the value of x always share in common. Whenever you have a horizontal line, you see the value of y always common. Look this one, -1, -1. If it's horizontal, but if it's vertical, value of x is common. So now I know the value of x at 2 because this is a vertical line, so they share the common coordinate. So I can take this. Should be something like this, because look, if this is center and we know radius is 5, means it's gonna be 1. Okay, look, this is -3, so it's gonna be -4, -6, -7, -8. Let's just write this one. It's a -8. So how many units? Look, man. -4, -5, -6, -8. 5 units. That's also 5 units. Because the radius is 5, just like how we obtained it from the previous equation. And here it's going to be the same thing, 5 units. So it's going to be -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, which is 5 units. Let's see, -2, 1, -1, 2, 0, 3, 1, 4, 2. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So that's how it's 5 units. And just like how we go in the previous equation, shows me for that equation here just now we say we got the value of y, what the value of y equal to 2 and -8. And that's why I say I took this on -8 here. It makes sense because when x equal 2, you see negative is increasing here, so -8 and the value of x increase that way. So it's going to be 2 and 2. That's another value of y. So then our cycle is going to be like this, 5 units. Even when you call this out, look, you're going to go this x equal 2, so it's going to be 1, 0, -1. That's 3 units. -2, -3, -3. And what the value of y equal to -1. So that's what cycle is gonna cut. He also is gonna have to go 5 units. So this is x equal to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So x is going to be 80, and we know whenever you have a horizontal line, the value of y is going to be common. Same here. So this cycle is going to cut here. Excuse me. Like I said, when I was grade 3, man, I draw this cycle at a time. It looked like a box. My friend laughed at me like, man, what the hell that cycle? He's my cousin friend. His name is Justin Julius. See what I'm saying? Come with your naughty cycle all the way. If you don't understand, please let me know. I can make other video. So try to listen careful. So the cycle should look like that. See what I'm saying? 5 units each part. 5 units each part. And this is the end of a cycle. See? So the cycle should look like that. Question of a cycle, which, but then ask you to allocate the question of a cycle. Question of a cycle, which says x squared. You can allocate, say the question of a cycle is x squared minus 4x plus y squared plus y squared plus 6y equal to 12. Equal to 12. Perfect, you got it. Or sometimes we say we could write as a x minus 2 plus y plus 3 square equals 5 square, or 25. Man, thank for your patience, man. Leave the comment, subscribe, and like and share. So we go to question 3, direct. Question 3. So again, quickly, right? So question, excuse me. Question, option 3, right? For this question 2 option 3, question 2.